And I'm guessing it's on, right? Yeah, that message means it's on. And I know it could be shocking. It might be even more shocking than some like YouTubers who decided to be on OnlyFans and decided to like show their asses on the internet. This is like the wildest drama going on. I don't even know if I can even call this drama. This is legit a freaking some. It's the biggest incident that ever happened in 2023, and this is shocking everybody right now. If you talk to any Japanese people, they know about this. This is on news everywhere. This is what everybody's been talking about this everywhere. This is what's been trending on Twitter or like X everywhere. So this is going to shock you guys as well. So just in case, if this is actually going to make you have a heart attack as well. It's actually a psycho horror movie. This is going to really scare a lot of you guys, so be careful. I have to warn you. Again, this is shocking everybody. So let me just start the presentation. Yes, it's the biggest drama that's currently happening, where a person doxed his own kid and revenge prawned his best friend and got sent to the hospital. It is still like by far the craziest drama ever, and it's not one of those like a normal dramas. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, she called me a bitch and I'm raging. It's not one of those things. No, it's actually weird and wild. It's crazy. It's like legit crazy. But still, just in case, here, let me say something here. I'll hide their names here, because they didn't really do anything wrong, except for one person. This one person who just kinda caused this whole thing in the story. You guys will know later. So I will just ask you guys later who is probably the villain in this story. Okay, I will just ask you guys who the villain is later on. And if you watch this whole stream, you will get like what even happened, what's going on. This is not a manga plot, Sora. It's even crazier. This is freaking scary. And this is like basically a stream where you can learn what people will do when they are actually on the verge of freaking almost like killing themselves. It's scary. So here. And by the way, just in case, I think I'm going to actually leave this video stream like archived as well. I usually make my streams unlisted, but this is going to be really educational for a lot of you guys out there. This is not only for like the culture, Japanese culture. This is actually for you guys to just like learn what to do, what not to do. So I will just leave it. But you know, it's a presentation as well. So I'm not gonna really just be interactive or anything here. I'm gonna just focus on just giving the presentation more here. So here, alright, let's start everybody. This is going to change your lives, and be careful everyone not to get in this kind of insane stuff that can happen on the internet, through the internet, and then they had to experience this whole thing in real life. It's still by far the wildest, craziest drama ever. Let's go. So there's this Japanese channel, which is like one of the most well-known channels, like with a lot of fans in Japan. Like they are really well known, right? They are really well known, and they do some funny, stupid stuff to entertain the audience, and are really liked and known for basically being funny. So think of like Mr. Beast, but it's just a comedy channel with challenges. So it's like, let's just put it this way. If Mr. Beast were a channel with 5 people, and they are just all about doing crazy challenges and doing funny things like eating poop and like drinking piss and whatever like that, just like, you know, just kind of being goofy and funny. It's basically like just one stupid channel with a lot of stupid challenges to entertain young audience. And I'm not gonna say any of their names. Alan, thank you. NTR, thank you. So it's just like that one channel. Kind of wholesome, really amazing. Everybody likes them. I like them as well. I know about them, and they've been around for 10 years. So here's our main characters. I decided to use different names for the characters here because I really didn't want to like say their names. So there's Goku, who's the leader of the anime. This whole like story, right? There's Vegeta, who's the best friend of Goku in the Saiyan community, like in the like YouTube community, right? And Bulma, who's the wife of Vegeta. If you guys know Dragon Ball, this is going to make sense because this is exactly what it is. It is like exactly what it is. So you know how in Dragon Ball, Goku is basically the main character and they're like best friends, and Vegeta is married to Bulma. Think about that. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. So if you guys know Dragon Ball, then this story is going to make sense to you guys a lot more. So get ready. So on the surface level, they looked like a happy group where people were just making YouTube videos to be just trolly and stupid, just like eating poop and like, you know, drinking piss and just doing some crazy challenges, right? But in reality, Goku and Bulma hated each other hardcore. We didn't know about this, by the way. On the surface level, like nobody knew. And Bulma is known for posting some controversial stuff to Twitter. And Goku didn't like her because of her posts for a while. Because like she's like that one person who just keeps posting something like, this is bad, blah, 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 and she gets cancelled. She gets hate. She posts insane stuff actually. Like, actually crazy. And Kyoto, thank you. OMG Anime Stream Finally. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm not gonna say her name, or like their names, but I saw the tweets. Kinda crazy. I got mind blown, honestly. If that's a thing outside of Japan, like, it's gonna freaking trigger a lot of people, like that level. That level of like insaneness. So there was this beef between Goku and Bulma, but in reality, nobody knew. Cause it just really looks like a happy group, like where everybody was kinda just, you know, nice to each other. And there were so many pictures of them just like chilling and like having a great time at a party, eating pizza together, eating ramen together, and nobody knew this was happening. But in the group, it was apparently a thing for a while, for like 10 years. So, you know how they've been hating each other for a while. You know what I'm talking about here. And Vegeta, in reality, in this story, right, is a really funny guy with a kind personality. He's a great person, basically. He just wanted everybody to be happy and chill. But if Vegeta hangs out with Goku, Goku would talk shit about Bulma, right? Saying like, hey Vegeta, Bulma sucks, like why are you still like married to her? And if Vegeta goes home, Bulma would talk shit like hardcore about Goku. So Vegeta in this story, he's a kind of person. Like he's not really Vegeta. He's more like a Vegeta with like, you know, the heart of like Mr. Beast. Like that's basically who he is. He's a really chill person, like a kind person. He's kind of funny as well. He's kind of goofy, but he's really kind. He knows how to be kind and how to just treat people in a great way. So he was dealing with this never-ending cycle of being talked shit about like precious people like thing everywhere. So he had to deal with it everywhere. And he is kind of really a great person, right? He's a great person. So he knows how to empathize with people. And he doesn't really talk shit about people or anything. The equivalent person I can think of in the English-speaking YouTube community is like, let's just say Mr. Beast, right? Mr. Beast, just let's say that this guy is Mr. Beast. Vegeta's Mr. Beast. So like he's the kind of person, and he doesn't really talk shit about people on the internet. He's really kind. He does things for people. It's basically what Vegeta is like in this story. Now you guys get like who he's like? Do you guys get it now? You can say Krillin and Android 17. That's basically what I wanted to say. But I was like, and that might be a little bit like, way too hardcore for some of the non-weaves out there. So this is more like Krillin and Android 17. That makes more sense, yes. And anyways. And then, suddenly, on October 16th, just only a week ago, right? Bulma posted something really interesting and it caught everybody's eyes. Like that's basically when the whole thing started. It was basically meant to expose how shitty Goku really is. And Bulma really hated him. And also Bulma was fed up with everything. So she also stated that she'll divorce her husband, Vegeta, suddenly. And everybody who saw the post went, what the fuck? It was out of nowhere. It was like a jump scare in real life without anything actually scary. This whole thing didn't make any sense at all. Everybody just went like, what's even happening? Just look at the picture like I freaking made. Like this is exactly what happened. Like I'm done, so I'll post something to Instagram which is controversial. And it's like everyone thinks Goku is a genius, but he is not. He's a creep. Lol. This is exactly what she said actually. Like FK him seriously. I'm also down with Vegeta too. I'm Fkin getting divorced. F them all. So I changed up some words a little bit here, but this is 80% accurate. This is still like 80% the same as like what she originally posted. So from my perspective, I was like, wow, this is kind of sudden. And I know like they probably had a fight or something. Why is she sharing this on the internet? And not, why like would you do that so everybody sees it? Is it for the clout so she gets likes and she gets a lot of comments saying something like, oh yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if that was what she was thinking about, but in reality, if you post this kind of stuff, of course, you'll get a lot of like criticisms as well. She didn't like that. Basically, she started fighting like a lot of her comments and stuff too. But this whole thing didn't make any sense. Again, I have to go back to the story here. It was basically this kind of channel. Everybody was happy. Oh my gosh, you guys are really great friends to each other. And boom, suddenly, this. Everybody got mind blown. Nobody understood what was even happening. So you guys are on the same page as me, right? And here's the next thing here. And then she tweeted on the website called X, which apparently was Twitter until recently. I still like want to call it Twitter because when I think of X, I think of this one website called whatever videos, because I'm 12. Like, I probably should say I'm 20, but to just not be controversial like that. But and she exposed how shitty Goku is again. So basically, she's trying to spread the information of like how shitty Goku is like everywhere, and I just didn't understand this at all. Like, do you guys just get the thinking process like she has here? So right, I get it. You don't like Goku. That's amazing. But why would you just have to like say Goku is a shitty person on Instagram first and get attention there, and then go on to X and say the same thing? That just didn't make any sense to me. I got mind blown. Like I was actually, I saw all the tweets and stuff, and I couldn't really say anything. I was so speechless. I was like, I'm curious, like what the mindset, like thinking process, like behind all this is. But yeah, and then she basically got so ragey and said, "Thank you and bye, F you Vegeta." That part also didn't make any sense at all. So here's the thing. I want you guys to think about like this one small, like this one interesting thing. Like she was basically going through. She hates Goku. You guys get that, right? Why is she getting divorced here? Why is she hating Vegeta here? This part was nonsense to me. So basically, I'm going to talk shit about Goku and Vegeta on next, and boom, like, yeah, like Goku mentally abused me for a while and Vegeta didn't do anything about it. FK, both of them. Bye Vegeta, I'm getting divorced, thank you, and bye FKU. Like, that thing doesn't make any sense. You guys know what I mean here. So, nobody really knew what was happening, including myself. Right, you hate Goku, we get it. Why are you getting divorced? And why are you announcing that here by yourself? We had all the questions everywhere, because nothing, again, made any sense. And then here. And then, this was getting a lot of attention. But it was not really that crazy still. Now it's like the craziest drama ever that happened in Japan, in the history of Japan. But back then, it wasn't that insane yet. It was like one of those like usual dramas, right? And Vegeta just wanted to make it entertaining rather than a drama. He's not really like a drama person. He's kind of like a funny person who just like does funny things here. But he just didn't want to make it a drama. So he tweeted saying, "Please don't say anything, please." Basically, he wrote it in a funny way. And he sang a song named "Stop Arguing" and uploaded it to make it look like, you know, it was for entertainment purposes. So Bulma was going hardcore, trying to just like be so ragey and just talking shit about Goku and Vegeta. And this guy, Vegeta, out there, he tweeted this, "Please don't say anything." And he started singing. He was like, "Please don't argue, stop arguing." It was kind of interesting too. And so we could tell that Vegeta at this point just still like wanted to be that one peaceful Saiyan who wanted to just kind of stop the drama before even happening. Like he was just still saying here. And then behind the scenes, Vegeta was away from home and he tries to call Bulma, but Bulma apparently blocked Vegeta so he couldn't call. So they decided to talk to each other publicly on Twitter, which is like the biggest mistake like everybody makes on like everywhere. Like if you wanted to just talk to somebody, you don't have to publicly talk about it. I feel like a lot of dramas actually happen outside of Japan because of like this one like weird mistake where they talk to each other on Twitter publicly and they just call each other like names like insanely, right? And then so like it basically was one of the most epic insane anime fights ever on Twitter that happened in the history of Twitter, the Japanese history, right? They basically started saying F you each other publicly. And this whole thing though, I think I drew it really well, but Vegeta was again really chill. He was really chill. But he noticed he got blocked by Bulma. And Bulma was still going like, "Yeah, F you, Vegeta! Like, F yourself!" And then something started changing about Vegeta. It was still like a little bit shocking to a lot of Japanese people, including me as well. It was like, think of Mr. Beast going like, "You know what? Yeah, F you too. Like, oh," and calling people a lot of names, like using slurs and stuff. Can you imagine that? Maybe not. It was that wild for Vegeta in this story to get that ragey. So people just went like, oof, that's hardcore. I don't know what's happening, but that's hardcore. God damn. So people just went like, oof. But this is still just a beginning of it. And nothing is still like that crazy yet. And then Bulma just made an announcement on Twitter again saying, "Yeah, whatever, we are divorced." But this is when everything changed. Everything got so scary from here. So it was such a one-way conversation. Like they didn't talk about this or anything. It was just like Bulma just going crazy by herself and just like she just decided to just post everything on the internet. And again, before this, Vegeta even told Bulma to just like stop saying like stop talking, just please just like stop posting stuff to like Instagram and tweet. He even sang and stuff, right? But Bulma posted this again, like, "I'm done, I posted again, we are divorced." And this got so many people's attention. Like everybody, like kind of everybody just saw it, and it got so many likes, so many retweets, so many views. in reality, I think it has like a 30 million views or something. And let me tell you something really really hilarious. So on Twitter, on X, there's like this one thing called impression. Do you guys know what I'm talking about here? So there are a lot of like clout chasers out there on X right now, where they try to reply to famous people and get some clout from it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Impression farming, yes, impression farming. So that's the technique. There were a lot of like foreigners as well, like non-Japanese people were freaking just like catching up to this drama as well, because they just wanted to get impression. Because everybody's now paying attention to like this drama right now in 2023. This is still by far the most insane, the craziest drama ever. And it's got like 100 million views, like 30 million views. I even forgot, but like it's just crazy. It's that crazy, basically. And I have to actually warn this before we know that. Just a warning. This is actually a horror from here. This is a person having a mental breakdown. I'm gonna still try to make it funny and stuff. But imagine Mr. Beast getting crazy and posting these on Twitter. How long ago it happened? It's happening. It's still happening. It's going on. And it's getting crazier. And like some other stuff just got posted like 2 hours ago too. Look at the title. It's happening. It's not happened. But yeah, warning, the craziest mental breakdown ever in the history of Japan. And so I'm going to just make it really mild here. But if you see his actual tweet, like his account, scary. That thing is scary. I was like, oof. I had to talk to a friend of mine about it. I was like, wait, so what is happening to him? I have a friend who just knows a lot about like mental illness and stuff. I had to talk to him. I called him. I was like, hey, can I talk to you now? And he was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, so there's like this thing that's happening right now, and this person seems to be just going crazy right now. Can you tell me what he might have? And we actually had a whole discussion about like what's happening to him and like, you know, what he could be doing now, what kind of like medicines he could be taking right now and whatever. But yeah, so from here, it's gonna get a bit crazier. So I have to warn you again, if there are any people like who are just not really ready to see like any of like mental breakdowns and whatever, you can skip this stream if you want to, because I really don't want to make you like traumatized, or like if you experienced something before, then I don't really think you should see it, because it's not really that scary or anything. Like it's just more like it's psycho horror, honestly. It's just more about like his mental just going insane. But if you want to see the real thing, then I think you can just check his Twitter. But I'm not gonna just say like what Twitter account his account is, or like what group they are or anything. But if you wanted to find out who they are, just talk to any Japanese people. Everybody knows about it. Or like just go to like Japanese YouTube. You will just get recommended to you instantly. Psychologically damaging. Yes. Ready? Wait, I'm gonna have to take a poll. Are you guys ready? By the way, it's not really that scary. It's not really that scary, because I made it like really mild. Is it like that scary? It's basically a person who, the kindest person, like turning into this one person who just decided to destroy everything. This whole change is really scary to me. I don't know. Like, maybe it might be just my thing, but let's go. All right. Yeah, the trigger warning basically is what I wanted to do. It's not really entirely scary, to make sure. It's not really like, is this on the news? Yeah. Everybody's talking about this everywhere. If you just like even type that one letter, the what is the word for it? Never mind. Ready? Vegeta decided to give up on everything. He basically decided to go like, F my life, right? He basically tweeted saying, I'm going to make Goku and Bulma eat shit. And doxed his own son, revealing his name and his birthday first. And everybody went, what the fuck? This whole thing is, it's basically a person. This is legitimately a person like having an actual mental breakdown where he's actually losing his mind. This is what happens to people. He cared about his family members. Yes, he cared about his family members. He this is the person who's been saying like, oh, I love my sons, I love my family. I'm not gonna really, I will just do my best to just treat them really well. But no, this guy just went like, fuck my life. And then the first thing he did was like, fuck my life. I'm not gonna care about anything anymore. I'm going to destroy everything. I decided to give up on everything. And then this is basically what happened. My son's name is Trunks Tanaka. His birthday is blah blah blah. This is just like, today basically, right? I named him Trunks because I wanted him to be big like Trunks. Here's a pic of Trunks. And in Japan, like if you reveal your name, it's actually kind of like, I don't know how serious like doxing is outside of Japan, but if your name is out there, it's going to impact your life like eventually, because it will. Like, especially if you wanted to get a job in Japan, people will just like look up your name on the internet and see what kind of person you are. So if your name is out there like this, then some people even try not to hire you. So it actually does impact your life like a lot. So usually, if your parents are criminals and if your parents are in prison, what happens to you as a kid is you change your name and you just start living a different life. That's what a lot of people do in Japan basically. So this Vegeta person, it's kind of funny, but like he basically became like Super Saiyan and he just decided to go like, fuck everything. I'm going to fuck everything up. And this is just only the beginning still. At this point, Vegeta and Bulma were publicly dissing each other on Twitter instead of like doing it privately. I mean, they've been doing it. They were calling each other names, but in hardcore way as possible. Like actually started like using some like wow kind of slurs basically. And then Goku was silent about it since he didn't want to make it a huge drama either. But Vegeta called him out and said, Goku, you gotta come out and talk to me. If you're going to be silent about this, I'm going to expose you on Twitter. So it was just, this part didn't make any sense to me either, because it was just like a fight between Goku and Bulma. It was basically like a fight in the family, right? But something was wrong. Vegeta got mad about Goku. Yeah, basically it's like Kakarot. Kakaroto is basically the same thing as that. And so Goku is actually a nice person in this story too. Like he's really chill and he doesn't really say anything weird on the internet. He's like that one person who just is really kind and who's just really good at making people laugh and whatever. Think of Mr. Beast and PewDiePie. That's exactly what that is here. So Mr. Beast is like so ragey and Mr. Beast is saying like, PewDiePie, you shit. Why don't you talk to me? Like, why are you being silent? You seen this, right? You slurs, talk to me. Don't be silent, don't act like you're not reading this. And Goku was probably shaking. God damn, it was freaking still like scary to actually think about this. And then, boom, this. And then he suddenly started posting pictures of this new book they've been working on. It's basically a book with their pictures in it, like kind of like a fan book kind of thing. But he just leaked it to everybody on Twitter and said, oh yeah, now nobody's gonna buy the book. And he also started posting videos of Goku's private life. So basically, they were working on this one book, and Vegeta had like all the pictures and stuff. It's still there. All the pictures are still there. I checked them myself. They're still there. They aren't deleted yet. So I'm like, wow. And Alan, thank you, bro, went yandere, yeah. So Goku was still like silent about this like whole story, this whole thing. And Vegeta just went like, okay, Goku's not coming out. Here's the pics of the books we've been working on, like this and that. It's not published yet, but here, all the pics, take a look at those. Oh, here's Goku in his private life. And he basically started posting videos of like Goku that were never supposed to be even like out there basically. So at this point, yeah, I mean he could be sued, but he doesn't care. He's just there to destroy everything. He will get even wilder from here, by the way. He will get wilder. It's just only the beginning. But so far he doxed his own son, and he basically decided to ruin this one project that they've been working on by just leaking their pics and stuff. Does this story end up with Vegeta in the hospital? I'll just say it later. You'll like soon see the finale. It's not really a long presentation. They still like are like 13, 16 slides, 17 actually, and here. And this is where it makes no sense. Vegeta posted a video of Goku's pee-pee. And it was actually kind of funny to me. Like, everybody thought it was kind of hilarious, but still, like, if you see it from, like, a Westerner's, like, perspective, this is fucked up. In Japan, it's kind of hilarious, because it's just his penis. But if you see it from the Westerner's perspective, this is fucked up, right? Yeah. In Japan, it's kind of like, yeah, whatever, because... yeah, he's just like just hilarious, but yeah. So I knew like that's basically like what your reaction would have been like. I just knew it was gonna even happen in the first place. In Japan, yeah, people kind of thought it was just like funny because the Goku is like the type of person like in this story he actually kind of just like shows his pee-pee like a lot either way in the first place. Because if you watch Dragon Ball, he kind of does already show his pee-pee, right? But in this story, I'm not saying the actual name of his, right? But yeah, he's kind of like the type of person still like who would show his pee-pee for just laughs. And yeah, it kind of shocked everybody. It really shocked everybody. It was like, wow. I mean, I know he kind of does like stupid things related to his pee-pee, but this guy, Vegeta guy, actually posted a video of his picture. Wow. Everybody froze. Now everybody's taking it seriously. It was just a meme before this. And now, boom. Everybody took it seriously. Because he doxed his own son. He leaked all the, like, copyrighted stuff saying, like, I don't care. And this. So everybody just went like, oh, that escalated. What the fuck? Right. And then here. And then he deleted the video. I'm sorry for the typo. It says like that deleted, but he deleted the video after a while saying, oops, sorry for the revenge porn. I'm not gonna say it, but... oh yeah, and yeah, by the way, I know you guys have been working on a song too, so I'll link it and uploaded a song on Twitter, which they were working on. And this is like kind of also messed up as well. So basically, he's like literally trying to destroy all the things they've been working on as a team. This book they've been working on, he leaked it, so it's like out there. And this song they've been working on, that song is like leaked as well. And it was not on DropBox, but there's like a DropBox equivalent stuff in Japan, which is like a giga file bin. And it was there. And the password was kind of simple too. So he literally just like posted like whatever stuff there on Twitter to just destroy everything. That's basically his intention now. He does everything to just destroy whatever that's around him. So he's actually going crazy right now, like in this story, right? And here. And then Bulma decided to post an apology tweet about the situation, saying, I probably caused all this for him to do this. Please forgive him. But he was still going crazy on Twitter. And the crazy part about this is Bulma started the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? Bulma started the whole thing. How it started was Bulma, like, posting weird things first. That was basically the trigger. But she suddenly started saying, like, I want him back. Why can't I talk to him? And the thing about it is, like, we really thought they got divorced, so all Japanese people went, question mark. Again, let's just go back to what she said here, right? So what she said in the beginning was, we have to go back like a lot. So didn't she actually publicly state that we are divorced? She publicly like said this on her Instagram, on her Twitter, like basically everywhere. And so this happened, and now suddenly I still like don't know like what's happening. I'm probably just really stupid. Like I'm probably just misunderstanding something, because like the logic here doesn't really make any sense at all. I really thought the girl just hated Vegeta, but now she's like, I just have to talk to him. I want him back. And this is the person who blocked Vegeta too in the first place. So, what the fuck? Yeah, this whole thing like really made no sense. But yeah, so Bulma is trying to end this whole thing by just apologizing to everybody and stuff. But no, Vegeta doesn't care. He's still trying to destroy everything. And here, then Goku found out where Vegeta was. Vegeta was away, like from his house, right? Vegeta was apparently at this expensive hotel, and Goku decided to raid his hotel room to apologize to him, but Vegeta locked the door and just told him to F off. So Goku in this story, he's really mature. Like I really think he did everything he could do to like solve the whole situation, but like nothing kind of worked. So Goku was like, Vegeta, stop posting, we have to talk, I want to apologize. And yeah, Goku really just wanted to apologize. Like, I don't really know what happened between them or anything, but like, Vegeta seemed to be really mad at Goku, right? And there's actually a side story to this too. So basically what was happening was that here, Vegeta was really mad at Goku for this. Where was it? This. Nihil, thank you. This is better than a drama CD. Thank you so much for the donation. Vegeta was really mad at Goku for this. And Bulma for this. He is that one kind person. Right? So he just didn't want to hear that in the first place. Bulma is still his wife. Goku is still best friend. He didn't want to hear that at all. But he had to just like deal with it for 10 something years, right? That's what I heard. I could be wrong about this. I could be wrong about the number, but for a long time basically, right? He had to deal with this, and he was just so tired of it. He wanted them to stop, but they didn't stop. And then they still like kept going on, and this like Bulma's like insane tweets and like insane post triggered him to go like this. Basically, yeah. And then, let me actually explain the details here. So it was not just like, oh, I want to talk to you, F off. What actually happened there was Vegeta actually wrote a letter and left a letter for Goku. And the letter basically said something like, I'm not gonna talk to you. I will just give you 3 phrases to say. And I will just read, and I will just like listen to you only a little bit, but nothing more than that. Basically, that's like what he said or something. I really forgot what the lore was like. And then Vegeta announced I forgot, this is like the freaking craziest part, yeah. And then Vegeta announced that he just got engaged to another girl. This all happened within a day, by the way. He said, yeah, of course I was cheating on that bitch. Now I'm with this new girl and my new wife is amazing. And later on, by the way, we thought this was a troll tweet. This was a troll tweet. No, it was confirmed to be real. No, it was not troll. It's real. This person exists. And everybody went like, what the fuck is happening? So later on, it was confirmed that it was true. Vegeta wasn't trolling, but he really has been with another lady the whole time. And he suddenly just basically told everybody that like he has this another girl with him, and this another girl has been just supporting him like behind the scenes the whole time. Wait, I am so confused. I know. Basically, how do I put this? So Vegeta lives here, right? And Goku lives here. Vegeta and Bulma live here. Goku lives here. So when they do YouTube stuff together, Vegeta has to visit Goku's house. And there was like this apparently cute lady around here. And Vegeta and this lady met there when Bulma wasn't around. And Vegeta apparently was kind of tired of like Bulma's like BS for the whole time. So they became close friends and they kind of just decided to date, apparently. Nobody knew about this, by the way. And again, like when he tweeted this, everybody thought like he was just like trolling everybody and like nothing's really, real. We thought he was trolling. But oh boy, you know what? He was serious. This girl actually exists, and I checked the videos like on his Twitter, but it seems like all the videos he's been still like posting on Twitter are filmed by this another girl, it seems. 連休毛深い獣結局リア充爆発しろで解決できんじゃねいやこれもっとすごくなるよここから But thank you so much for the donation. And Vegeta started exposing Goku's personal info. That was actually kind of fucked up. So basically, think of like his actual private info. And said, oh, by the way, Goku had sex with Bulma before too. And everybody just went like, I'm done with the drama. Oof. And a lot of people like closed their web browser at this point. Like this information was just too much to handle for like a lot of people. Like this is just way too much. And this is also confirmed to be true. So what's happening here is this, right? So it's freaking wild as fuck really still. So Vegeta is married to Bulma, but still like he had this like another girl, and they've been going out together, and basically Vegeta decided to get divorced and now is engaged to this another girl suddenly, which makes no sense. And then Vegeta's like, oh yeah, Goku had sex with Bulma before. Big reveal, wrecked, hahaha. And yeah, a lot of people thought it was just like Vegeta going crazy. But no. Bulma, again, wanted to get some more attention or something. I told you, Nicola. I've been saying this is the craziest drama ever. Like, this is actually freaking the definition of, like, the craziest thing ever. I'm going to leave this archive, actually. I'm not gonna say any names or anything, because I really don't want you guys to just go like, oh my gosh, that guy sucks or anything. But if you go to Japanese Twitter, or, like, Japanese YouTube, you'll find it in 1 second. It's just that big. A lot of people have been just, like, saying that in the comment section, and it's that obvious. But yeah, so Vegeta is married to Bulma, and Vegeta still like has another girl, and they decided to get divorced, and suddenly within the same day, Vegeta's like, I'm now engaged with this another lady. And then Vegeta's like, oh, by the way, Goku had sex with Bulma, because Goku liked Bulma. Ha ha ha, wrecked. You think this is fucked up, right? Do you think it can get more fucked up from here? I'm just really curious. Let me take a poll here. This is like Vegeta cheating on Bulma and Goku just having sex with Bulma and whatever. I'm just really curious if it can get more fucked up or not. I mean, it was kind of obvious. Yeah, it's gonna get even weirder. This is not even the climax yet. This is just only the beginning. This is just, only the introduction of like this freaking fuckery everywhere. It's insane. And then next. He talked shit about literally everybody, even the people who didn't have anything to do with this. People like Hikakin, if you guys know who that is. Who is the biggest YouTuber in Japan? I said YouTube in the slide, but YouTuber. And since then, his Twitter account has been silent since the 18th. It was wild. There was like this one, he basically tweeted like 30 times or something. He talked shit about everybody, and he kind of like just exposed like everybody else that didn't have anything to do with the whole like drama. Steven Miller, thank you. Should we call this new girl Chichi or 18? Chichi's fine actually. But Chichi is married to Goku, so 18's fine. Yeah, it was weird. So basically, this guy suddenly started saying like, Hikakin's fake as fuck. Like, he has to be real. He has to stop like being fake. Why Hikakin? Because this guy's like friends with Hikakin actually, and apparently he knows something about Hikakin. According to him, so what he said in the tweet was something like, Hikakin has been bragging about the house, saying like the house was worth 2 billion yen, but no, it's not that expensive. Like, wow, he really wants to just fake things and try to impress everybody. Such a loser, that kind of stuff, right? And then he also like started saying like a lot of things about other people, like basically just talking shit and just like being wild on Twitter. But yeah, it was just crazy. But yeah, so this is basically it for that talking shit part. And here. And Goku tweeted on the 22nd saying sorry for being silent about the situation, but now Vegeta got sent to the hospital and no one is allowed to talk to him except for Piccolo. You guys know who that is. So everybody found out Vegeta is now at the hospital for whatever reason. And in the story, like, Goku is the most mature person ever. He really handled this whole situation well, even though he apparently was talking shit about Vegeta's wife to Vegeta directly, and he apparently stressed Vegeta out for like whatever years, but still Goku really handled this situation really well. Like, even from my perspective, and a lot of people have been kind of saying like, yeah, Goku, you are doing well. Of course, like, he's getting some hate as well because he's still like part of it. They are all crazy. You think so, right? But no, there's like actually a villain in this whole story, and you guys can probably tell like who the true villain is. Hospital because of Kamehameha. No, I'll just explain it later. Alright, so this is where the story gets even weirder. Okay, it's still going on, and a lot of things are still getting exposed every day, every second, by other people now, and the drama's snowballing even more, and Bulma has been still saying like she wants Vegeta back and the new fiancé doesn't deserve him. I know it's wild, nonsense everywhere. And then, I don't know if I like made a slide for that part or not, but this guy basically exposed Bulma saying, I used to work for Bulma before. She hangs out with other guys a lot at night. And there's like another guy saying like, I know Vegeta well, yeah, he went to this brothel before meeting Bulma. That day. So what's happening here is weird. Let me explain. There's Goku. There's Vegeta, Bulma. Vegeta and Bulma are married. Vegeta had this another girl for a while. And Goku apparently fucked Bulma once before. And Bulma was also with like freaking other guys and just like freaking drinking with other guys. And like, it's just wild. Like, I don't know like if she had other boyfriends or not, but this story is freaking wild. Like, basically it's just like them just fucking around everywhere. Like, it just makes no sense. None of this makes sense. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Like, I'm telling you, this is still the weirdest drama ever. It's weird. Let me guess, he talks to another girl and his wife saw it and got jealous. She slept with Goku. No, Goku liked Bulma before, but it was before they got together or something. It was just like, I don't really know what happened. Then he found out they got distant, then divorced. No, it was not something like that. It's actually a lot simpler than that, but like, I kind of forgot how the actual like lore around here is. It's just wild. It's kind of like just everybody just having sex with everybody is basically how I saw it. I could be wrong about this. And then, yes, a person who worked for Bulma exposed Bulma just about 20 hours ago from now, so there's that too. So Bulma was basically saying something like, I hate Vegeta because Vegeta didn't help me raise my kids. I was pregnant. Vegeta didn't do anything. And I gave birth to this kid. Vegeta didn't do anything. I had to do it all by myself. That was basically Bulma's statement the whole time. So yeah, like, some people kinda were saying something like, Bulma didn't do anything wrong, like, she definitely needed your support. Like, what were you doing, Vegeta? Or like, some people were saying something like, Goku, like, you know, you just cannot talk shit about this pregnant woman. Wow, like, she's even trying to raise her kid by herself. Like, wouldn't Vegeta just like working with you and like doing that and other people? And then, yeah, this person just exposed her. Like, this is just like 20 hours ago. This guy's like, yeah, I know Bulma well. So he this thing makes no sense, okay? So nobody knows what this is. I will just let you guys imagine what this is all about. This guy got hired as a babysitter by Bulma, because Bulma just couldn't do it by herself, which makes sense. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Bulma hired him, so he had to see the kids basically till late at night, as in 3 a.m. What the? Because Bulma had to go out and drink with like young YouTubers who were like handsome. Another what the moment, right? Like, so this whole thing makes no sense. And then here's like another thing. So this guy also apparently went to a lot of like places with Bulma as well, without Vegeta knowing. Like Disneyland or like some other places, which is basically kind of like a dating place. And this kind of shocked everybody too. So I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know. Like, nobody knows. You guess. Like, this freaking makes no sense. Like what the fuck is even happening? Like, what the fuck? Are these people YouTubers or something? They are, yes. They are like all YouTubers. This babysitter guy is like also a YouTuber as well. He had to like do an apology tweet too, and this whole thing makes no sense. It's weird actually. I still like don't understand why it even happened. Oh, actually, no, there's still more. I made this slide, there's still more. New info just got posted, by the way. And Kebukai Kemono, thank you. And then Trunks was never born. There was no one to warn us of the coming of the red ribbon androids and Cell. Thank you so much for the donation. So I wrote this because I thought it was done, but no, I was making this freaking presentation. There's still more. It's freaking wild. Like, why would they even do this? Like, so no, this is not it. So there's like another lore to it. They just made a video. They just uploaded a video saying Vegeta got some mental illness, so he's at a mental hospital and can't leave there for a while. Let me just be an amateur psychologist here. I talked to that friend of mine who knows a lot about like mental stuff. I'm not gonna say who he is, what he does for a living, but he knows a lot about like mental stuff. And I talked to him, and our guess is that he, like, Vegeta has panic attack. That's 100% because like he even stated that so many times. And he probably has bipolar too. The whole like going crazy on Twitter, like just destroying everything on Twitter, and then suddenly poof, die. According to that friend of mine, he is kind of 90% sure like it's bipolar with like panic attack and like some other things. Like he said that actually. But that's basically what we are thinking Vegeta might have here. And they decided they'll be away from YouTube for a few months. They've been uploading videos almost every day for 10 years, so this news shocked everyone. So who's that one person like that just keeps uploading videos to YouTube like almost every day? So like Charlie, Penguin Z0, or like Most Critical. He's been uploading videos for like whatever years, like every day, right? Does that shock everybody if he says something like, I'm kind of down with YouTube right now, I'm going to be away from YouTube for a few months, like 3 months, 4 months? That news actually shocked everybody. And everybody just went like, wow, so it's that serious. And according to them, they are just going to focus on like their lives more. They are just going to not do anything related to their channel for a while, and they're gonna just like do whatever they want to do, choose to just stay away from like this whole fuckery, right? He won't. It's easy money, yeah. And on the other hand, Bulma still. I spelled talking wrong, but Bulma's still talking shit about Goku on Twitter again, and she exposed to Goku like, I don't know what the fuck has been happening, like why though, right? Apparently Goku apologized to Bulma during Dogeza, and I will explain, and said everything was Goku's fault. she told everyone on Twitter again saying, yeah, Goku apologized, he had to, I've waited for that. But again, this never needed to go outside of them. So Bulma is getting insane hate right now. I mean, like, why would she have to even, like, just announce everybody that Goku apologized? Like, that part was not even, like, necessary to just, like, be shared with people. Like, why though? Apologize for... So again, so, like, the story here is really deep and weird. Apologized for what? So Goku decided to just be mature and decided to just take all the like blame, and he just decided to go like, yes, I know I'm the bad person, I'm the villain in this story, so please, I'm really sorry. And he did Dogeza, which is basically, like, you know what he's doing here, it's basically like when you bow but like on the floor and you basically touch the floor with your head. That's like the definite, like, it's the best, the strongest apology you can make in Japan. Like, if you do that, then like you can even destroy like people's badge and peepees, because like that's that strong. It's like Spirit Bomb or like a Rasen gun, but like 20 times stronger. It's like that strong. And then this girl still like decided to share that on Twitter, and that part was not necessary, like, at all. Like this thing like just makes no sense. Like, why though? Right, I know you want to just like prove that you're right and like Goku was harassing you and like whatever, but this whole thing, what the fuck? That's it, but still this is going on. Vegeta and Goku are friends again. Nobody knows what will happen. What will happen to Bulma? I put an S there, but I might talk about this sometime in the future. So like the lore here is, let me explain. So Goku really still like wanted to be friends with Vegeta. So like Goku raided Vegeta's mental hospital, and basically apologized again in front of like Vegeta. And then Goku made sure that Vegeta is still a friend of Goku's basically. And they made sure that like they are still friends. They're going to still like hang out together in the future. But nobody knows like what's gonna happen to Bulma, because again she's still like doing this. Alright, everybody, who is the villain in this story? I just want to know how like you guys see it. Yeah. Yes, that's basically how a lot of people see it in Japan as well. The villain of the story could likely be Bulma, because again, she is the one who started the drama in the first place. Like she if she didn't do anything, then this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. But this whole thing started from here and here and here. And here. And thank you, Alan. Goku is the hidden villain as all mystery animes. So yeah, even from my perspective, like it's just really wild. Like this is the complete definition of like what wild, like craziest drama ever can be. But yeah, I don't know, but this whole presentation itself is like still like biased, because like it's based on like what I thought and what I saw, right? So I could be wrong. Maybe the actual villain could be Vegeta or even Goku. So you can tell me how wrong I am as well. Like I'm fine just, you know, knowing that I'm wrong as well. So if you wanted to know the whole story, you might have to look it up yourself. I'm not going to say who they are or like what their names are or anything. But one thing I can say is, if you really want to follow this drama, nobody covered this in English yet, so like it will be hard. But if you speak Japanese, just go to Japanese YouTube. You wanna know something funny though? Let's actually go to Japanese YouTube and just, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just randomly see something on YouTube and just try to figure out if I can find it or not. Ready? I'm not gonna say anything. I found it, and this is like my account, not logged in. So YouTube doesn't know what to recommend. YouTube doesn't know what to recommend, and then I found it. I'm not gonna say like which video it is or anything. I found it already. Wow. I'm not gonna say anything. Can I find other videos of like about them? Again, this is not even like logged in, and I still get like them in my recommendation page. Is there a Japanese version of Moist Critical on Japanese YouTube? No, I don't think so. I mean, there are, but like they do it in Japanese, like not in English. So anyways, that's it for the presentation. So thank you so much for the donation, everybody. And I really appreciate you guys for like just seeing, you know, me just ramble about random things. I'm going to make this stream public for a bit, so if you guys wanted to just share your opinions and whatever, you can in the comment section. If you wanted to, go ahead. I'm fine with like just all the people just talking about this time, because I'm really curious how you guys saw it. I'm really curious what they could have even done. And I have to make sure again, I really still like don't want to use people for content or views, so I'm still not going to say who they are with my like from my mouth. I'm not gonna even mention what their names are. I'm not gonna even put their names on my channel on like in this video. I'm not gonna even change the title or anything. So just in case, I still like don't want to use them or like just go like, oh my gosh, views, huh? But I just really wanted you guys to know how wild this drama is and just catch up with this whole thing. Anyways, bye everybody. I'm gonna just end the stream now, and take care. The archive will be there. So